welcome to the Blacklist, the internet's official most down with the kids live broadcast ever. Do you know why it's the most down with the kids?
Tell us, Will. Tell us.
Because this is episode 6-7. And apparently that's a thing that you have to do.
That's all I hear.
I don't know what it is or why, but look at Di. Di knows. Di probably just says it all the time. Look at him. He's getting giddy at the idea of 6 and 7.
It's kind of funny.
I think originally it came from a basketball player that wasn't sure how tall he was, which then spawned a meme. And now, essentially, any time the words or numbers 6 or 7 come up, you immediately have to go 6, 7. Who knows? Who knows?
I saw a tweet earlier or a post on Instagram or something that said I used to dread telling my students to open the book at page 69, and now I dread telling my students to open the page at 67.
It's gone down by 2 pages.
It has, and it's got
the thing
so
I love
much
about this
worse.
topic is there are already people that research memes as a historical artifact. And it's easy right now to dismiss that and go, no big deal. But,
Yeah, you say people, I say fucking dickheads.
Welcome to the Blacklist.
May the Blacklist commence. I think, isn't this nice? And Lee's like, here, let me piss on it. So yeah, there are people that are already using memes as, culturally significant artifacts and researching them, which, I think is quite interesting. So one day you'll go into the library and say, have you got that Homer Simpson where he goes back in the hedge? Oh, amazing. I love that meme. Honestly, I know people. I think, Dav, you're like at least 6 years old now. But I know people around your age. And I've literally heard them with this conversation going, do you remember that meme? Oh, yeah, that was amazing. It's a thing.
Yeah,
it was the summer of 2022 where the fine meme dropped.
I'm OG meme generation.
Indeed.
2000 I don't know when did Facebook kick off? It wasn't long after that.
No. What was the first meme you remember seeing, Di?
Funny dog meme.
I was going to say, he's probably too young to remember what his first meme was when they first started coming out. I couldn't have even read it.
I've got a couple of favourites.
Go on.
Well, I mean, they're not that exciting. I like the one with Ron Burgundy where he says, "We are laughing."
Yeah.
I use that one quite frequently. We are laughing when something is just not going to happen whatsoever. I quite like the John Travolta Pulp Fiction one when you're
classic
trying to find someone and you're like, well, you were a minute ago, where you gone? I feel like that personifies that expression or that feeling quite well. So without further ado, Blacklist. I can't even believe I'm asking this. Give us your memes. What's your favourite memes out there in Blacklist land?
I'll tell you what. You've got the hour to think about your favourite memes, guys, and then I'll put a feed up in the Blacklist straight after this, and you can post your favourite memes as the comments on that post.
That sounds good.
That'll be your homework for the evening.
I wonder if
nothing problematic, please.
Yeah, please.
Give Lee the keys. Give him the keys. Look, there he is. He's ready. He's ready and waiting for something that'll tear the entire Black Takes organisation down in one fail meme.
Yeah.
I was going to say though, I wonder if now being memed or like if something you've done becomes a meme, I wonder whether that's now a cultural or a benchmark of success. Like I'm sure there are architects, Radiohead, who knows. But I mean, there are more than one Metallica memes. I've never looked for any, but imagine being memed. Imagine having our own Black Lakes meme. I could see the logo coming in and out, or one of your amazingly stupid faces that you don't pull that often, Will, but occasionally you do that kind of face. That's definitely memeable.
I've done it twice. It's not working. Nope.
Dav, are you going to get? Do you fancy being memed?
Nah, I lived through enough. It was like brain rot for my generation. I can't take any more of it. Although some of the new stuff is quality.
Yeah, there's some good ones. I think at times there's genuinely stuff that'll enable you to express what you're trying to say better in meme form than in written form. I do think they have their place. We should probably say good evening to everybody that is joining us on this rather warm Thursday. It's hot out there, hence why we've all got hoods on and hoods up, and it's a bit chilly today, isn't it? A bit chilly. But Suzanne Stockbridge, hello. Dave Earl, hello. Gina, good evening. Helen, good evening. Leighton and Mandy, welcome. Anthony, welcome. Can I say hello to myself?
Yeah.
I commented, hello me, I'm there. Debs, welcome. Basil Vamp 10 now, I'm loving the new handle. Mindy, hello, welcome. Good to have you with us. My 6-year-old loves it, says Suzanne Stockbridge. I assume we are talking about the memes there, as opposed to any other context.
6, 7.
6 or 7. Suzanne,
is he 6?
Is he 6 or is he 7?
I hate it so much. I shouldn't have brought it up.
Wow.
No,
We're also...
You brought it up.
I know. I'm sorry. I hate myself for bringing it up.
I think it was perfectly on point, mate. I think it's perfectly on point. Although, to be fair, genuinely, Anthony says, I must be too old to even understand. What the hell is a meme? Mega question mark. So, in order to provide a Black Lakes educational service, when you're on any kind of social media, Anthony, you get the little photo button. One of those. In fact, can we post a meme on Facebook, on YouTube? Does it let us?
No, I don't think
I've only
so.
got emojis. It's not memeable, is it? But if you've seen someone send you a picture or a moving picture or a GIF from a film or a movie or something that personifies a particular emotion, there are some famous ones like Homer going back in the hedge. I don't know, Will. What are your favourite memes, mate?
I like there's a picture of a little girl, like toddler, and she's like that in front of a burning down house in the background. I like that one quite a lot.
Vintage. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like there's also the baby one, isn't there, with the face. That's often how I'm feeling inside, so that's a good one. Have you seen the ones that go around Instagram where they're trying to turn the amp down with the baby that goes and they go no, yeah, and starts crying? They're absolutely great, especially when it's the bassist going, can I turn it up? No, yeah. So yeah, I don't know if that helps, Anthony, to explain what memes are, but there we are. Dave Hill says, I'm with Lee on this. I don't know what he's with you on, Lee, but he's with you on it.
Just looking nonplussed, I think, is what he means by that.
We have actually got a decent amount to talk about tonight as well, so we should probably move on from memes. But Suzanne Stockbridge says 6, 7 is the bane of my life.
I went to a Halloween thing the other night. Oh, I say the other night, like Halloween, and like there was a headless horseman like riding around. Yeah, looked amazing, and this kid just kept coming up, and he was like, "Hey, 6, 7, man, 6, 7, yeah," and then his mum was like, "Can we go?" And he's like, "Yeah, I just want to. There's another one. I want to 6, 7 him as well." And I was like, "Can you now 6, 7 people? Is that now a thing that we do as well?"
I mean, take it as a compliment. Like,
yeah, I think that youth is enjoying themselves, and they clearly wanted to 6, 7 that horseman. So like I say, clearly we're making it once we get 6 or 7. If our entire front row starts doing, in fact, there we go in Canterbury. Everyone that's going to be there, come up to the front and go, "Is this song 6 or song 7?" That'll be our segue in.
And I'll say, "Dorman, these, get them the fuck out. Get them the fuck out. They're done. They're done here."
I'm all right with it. You can stay, but understandably, I think rightly, we'll eject you. Oh wow, Helen has got us up on an 80-inch TV. That is quite impressive. I don't know what I look like on 80 inches, but probably just as bad as I look here now.
We must be like life-sized.
Yeah, I wonder what a giant die in a pink hoodie affair looks like. Who knows?
too bright.
Yeah. Don't know. No. I can honestly say, my TV's nowhere near 80 inches. That must be a big wall, Helen. A massive wall. Because I think mine's maybe 50-ish. I don't know, but that's going some.
First line of Helen's address is Cineworld.
Yeah. Indeed. Yeah, makes sense. But yeah, God, I can't believe it's nearly the end of the year already.
Mm.
And assume I don't know what is. Let's have a look. What is the third Thursday in December? I know I'm jumping ahead now to.
It's going to be a very festive
next
Blacklist.
one.
That's.
Well, I was going to say because it's the fourth Thursday in December is Christmas Day. If we're allowed to say that still, I'm hearing lots of people say you're not allowed to say that anymore. I'm pretty sure we're allowed to say that still. So yeah, 18th. I guess it would be, which is a week before Christmas Day. Wow.
Nice.
So looking forward to that already.
Perfect.
Yeah, it landed quite well because I do like a Christmas special, if I'm honest.
Mm.
I remember last year. In fact, when did we start blacklisting broadcasting, Will?
Many a moon ago. I couldn't tell you when the first one was.
I mean, I know the frequencies changed. What I mean is this our second Christmas special or even our third?
I reckon it might be our third.
A third? I reckon... I don't remember the first Christmas one being that special. Maybe it was just a broadcast, but I remember the second one being a bit more Christmas related, a bit more festive.
Yeah.
I'm just looking up on our
no stress
channel,
and if I scroll all the way back in time, Blacklist number 1 was 4 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's extraordinary.
Blacklist.
And also, I know it's
was. How do I find the
15th of September 2021.
Wow, that's crazy. That is honestly, for a minute, I didn't know that, and I'm genuinely going to take that in for a minute. And also, we land on 68 now, so we've got a nice even number per year. In other words, next year, by the time we get to December, if my maths are any good, we're going to be on Blacklist 80, right? That is,
that'll be the next meme now, Will. 80.
80. But yeah. The reason I was saying that is because, obviously, when we started this whole thing, Will, I remember we did our sort of some research, and they said, right, come back to us when you've done 100. And at the time, I thought, oh, that won't take long. Now I'm like, oh, my God, like 100 streams or 100 broadcasts is a lot of broadcasts. You know what I mean? You get a lot under your belt at the time, and I think you do learn a lot. So, you know, we've got another 12 to go before we get to 80. Although, arguably, if you included other broadcasts that we've done either from the studio or, you know, blacklisted broadcast, then we'll get to 100 a bit quicker. But yeah. Susan Stockbridge says, count me in, I expect to see you in Santa suits. I think that's perfectly reasonable. In fact, Lee loves dressing up as Father Christmas. Is his favourite.
That will never happen. Christmas is bollocks, as you know.
Then why do you keep insisting I sit on your lap?
That's all year round. That's not a particularly festive thing to do.
I've heard it's because he enjoys sharing his sack with you, Will.
I was going to say there's definitely some sack-related pun to follow, but...
you know, I've got to go for the easy ones, right? A bit like Lee, really. So Will Preston as Jack Sparrow, which I can see. I can see that.
I've done it. I've been there. I've done Jack Sparrow. We need different...
Have you? No. Are you sure?
I've done it. I mean, I've not done it for in a Black Lakes related.
No, I think so. Yeah.
So I could break it out. I'd have to find it all. I went all out and bought like the full film costume, like everything.
Nice.
Funnily enough, that was for I went to a Hard Rock Hell, and the theme was pirates that year.
Oh right, well, no way.
And everyone was stopping me to take photographs because the costume was so fucking banging.
That's good. It's a good thing. We've missed two unbelievable segues because you brought up Halloween and we didn't talk about the Revenant gig, and then we brought up Hard Rock Hell and haven't segued into Hard Rock Hell. But you know, maybe we should. Or maybe by saying that we haven't segued into it, maybe I've kind of segued into it. I don't know, but yeah. Wear them to Rasmus, Leighton. So I'd imagine there'd be more than a few Blacklist people going to the Rasmus. When's Rasmus playing? I assume you're going.
I was going to say, Di, you're going, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm going. Rasmus in Cardiff. Was that a 2nd or 3rd of December?
Okay. And you've got a little slew here, and I know Gina will appreciate this too. So just to give you an idea of Di's personal gigs. Just to be clear, we will get onto Black Lakes related content at some point, I'm sure. Maybe we won't. I don't know. I think we will. But yeah, Di, you have got in a number of days Rasmus on the Tuesday, Don Broco on the Wednesday, and Loathe on the Sunday, and Catatonia on the Monday. And then that's a crazy little weekend.
Yeah, it's a good week. That is. I can't wait.
Good week. That's a lot of good bands. And then I've got Of Mice and Men then on the Saturday, which I'm looking forward to in Bristol.
Nice.
So yeah, although I'm a bit concerned because they are pumping that to me on Facebook. Something chronic.
It's come up a lot for me as well. Yeah.
Last time I saw that many promotions for a gig, Lee will remember. It was in the Thekla when we were watching Novelists and The Word Alive and another band, and it was dead. So I do worry that the Mice and Men are struggling to shift tickets for that Saturday.
That'd be sad.
But anyway, it's an aside. Wow. Dave's going to Lacuna Call in the Tram Shed on the 28th of November, I assume? Dave?
Yeah, it is, because I wanted to go, but we're bloody playing.
Well, I'd say that clashes with a Black Lakes gig, unfortunately. So
yeah,
you were not allowed. But yeah, Halloween. We should talk about Halloween. We were at the Whitby Goth Festival. Will
we were?
How was the Revenant for you, sir? How was it?
It was awesome. Awesome venue, awesome place. I mean, obviously we didn't get to see a lot of Whitby. We did a sort of quick march around to a couple of pubs and a fish and chip shop, which is, kind of, that was the goal. But it got dark and cold and wet very quickly, so we didn't get to see a lot. But what I saw was really nice. I had a good time. The Royal Hotel was lush. The actual room, the place, the bit that the bands we played in, good sound, I thought, and a good crowd. I can't really complain. How'd you guys find it?
Dav, how was it for you? Tell us about your Whitby experience.
A lot of goths, wasn't it?
There was a lot of goths, yeah.
There was more than one.
Yeah, it was definitely more than one. No, it was interesting. I've never been to Whitby, and first time being at Whitby for the festival was just interesting. Like the culture just take over a little seaside town. Like it's cool, and yeah, like playing to a lot of people who I'd probably never heard us before. Like a handful of people we knew, and a handful of people. Of those handful of people are active in like Blacklist and stuff like that. But yeah, at first I thought it might have been a bit of a tough crowd, but then you realise you're at a goth festival, and sometimes people sat like this means they're enjoying themselves. So I'm like, yeah. So afterwards, I was like, what's going on? But then a lot of people seem to enjoy it, so that's cool.
Yeah, no, I think there were a lot. I'm just thinking back now, and there's a lot of things for me. Lee, what about for you? I know you're a man of many words, so I'm expecting this to be brief. But tell us about your Whitby experience, either culturally, musically, or personally, socially, biologically, spiritually, all that stuff.
It was good because we went to the pub, and we weren't just sitting about, which is boring as fuck. So we went for a walk, went for the pub, and it was nice to see Scott from this house we built as well, because he's cool.
True. Yeah.
We had a good chat with Scott, and we may well return to that part of the world at some point. I was quite pleased. They seemed the people that booked us seemed to like us a huge amount. So many thanks to the Revenant crew that put on that festival. I know they're heavily involved in the whole Whitby Goth Festival, so we were shown a good deal of love. So appreciated that no end.
They were nice people.
Yeah, I felt well looked after. And it was pretty smooth and good and easy. And like you said, Will, the hotel was nice. Had a good vibe, and it'd be nice to see Whitby on a drier day. I think, with a bit more sun. It's a fascinating place in the sense of it was just dead flat, nothing for hours and hours and hours and hours, and then suddenly a crazy amount of mountainous range, like you're in the middle of Scotland, and then drop down to the coast and that's it. So it was really. I know, I'm maybe a bit weird, but, the geography sticks in my mind when I go to places. I mean, nothing more than wildfire. I mean, that place was incredible in terms of the mountains. But, yeah, that sudden mountainous bit in Whitby definitely stuck in my mind.
Yeah.
From a musical point of view, though, as you may remember, I can't remember, what song was I in? I was in Avarice. And I remember playing the last rundown riff going, that doesn't sound quite right. I need to go and check if James has got his tune in right. So I'm wandering over the side of the stage going, if you got, you're right. And anyway, got back to over my stage. Then I start playing the opening chords of Verity.
Guitar went bye-bye.
And I feel like I've talked about this already, but maybe I haven't. But my string snapped, which in itself is fine. but I play what is called a flowed rose floating bridge, which means it's all under tension, like a suspension bridge. So when one string goes, the whole bridge goes. So effectively, on a normal guitar, if you lose a string, one string is out of tune. On my guitar, when I lose a string, every string is out of tune. So I got to the start of the Verity Clean part, and then I don't even know how to describe it. It's probably one of the most awful sounds I've ever heard myself make. It was just horrendous. So then I think I got the guitar swapped over by the end. But it was a bit weird for me because I was going to play most of the gig then with my second guitar, which isn't the end of the world. But yeah, we did. I managed to recover from that. So that stuck in my mind for obvious reasons. You don't want your stuff malfunctioning on stage, really, if you can help it.
It's not ideal, no.
Whitby must have shifted quite a bit of eyeliner then. To be honest, it was a bit more sensible fancy dress, I would say. It wasn't like a sea of Robert Smiths. It was more like cyberpunk, I would say, personally.
It was like Victorian, wasn't it?
Steampunk, like a lot of steampunky kind of.
Steampunk, yeah.
And I did like the fact that we got up the next day to have our breakfast in the hotel before we left. And like outside the hotel restaurant, you could see some dude waking up in his hearse.
Yeah.
I remember, me and Lee were in the same room, and then like Lee goes over to the window just to look at the sea or something, I guess. And he's just like, "There's a fucking house out there." Like, what? And he was like, "There's a dog in the back of there." I was like, "It's a big fucking dog." But no, it was a guy. It was a guy sleeping in the back of his house on the seafront at Whitby Goth. Amazing.
I love it.
If you're going to go goth, right? I mean, does it get more than that? Sleeping in a hearse, right? Perfect.
I mean, it must have been cold in that car, but
I guess so.
Not cold enough for him. He loved it.
Cold as a grave.
Nice. Dave said, bumped into many blacklisters in Plymouth the other week for the Crows. Always cool. Thank you very much.
We never played Plymouth, did we?
No. Nearly a few times. Never actually played there. Not yet. No. Yeah, exactly. Lee was there for the beers. Lee is always there for the beers.
Lee's here right now for the beers, and he's not even physically with us. I mean, he's got cider, but he's still...
Absolutely. That's what it's all about. But yeah, so obviously Whitby Goth, good. Looking forward to going back at some point, potentially. Had a great time. It's a long way. It's a long way, but it was good. And then that was swiftly followed by the Hard Rock Hell Awards, of course. It feels like a lifetime ago now.
The Hard Rock.
And that was a long way.
That was a bit whirlwind, though. That was a whirlwind trip for Hard Rock Hell, wasn't it?
That was a fairly nuts 24 hours, yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of very rapid in and out. And again, I said to Will before we came on or went live, don't really like talking about awards. So Will, talk about the award.
Yeah, okay. The awards. Let's start from the beginning of the day. Getting up and getting everything in the van and getting there was a mission in itself. I think it took like 6 and a bit hours. No, not 6 to 7 hours. 6 and a bit. 6 and a bit hours to get there, if not slightly more. So that was hard. It was also challenging because they'd ideally wanted us there at like 2, and we couldn't get there until at least, we said 5. We got there at 6, and so there was a lot of stress from all sides, trying to make sure that they got all of our gear on stage and got checked and everything before the doors opened for everyone to come in. That was a bit of a whirlwind. But then the event started, and then we had a good time. We had a couple of drinks. We picked up an award.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good room. I liked the stage. There were good screens.
I like the screens. Yeah,
they were pretty cool. It was very polished the way it was organised. Bit of red carpet treatment as well. That was quite nice. Obviously got some good photos. I think one of them is the Blacklist shot tonight, isn't it? For this broadcast I think is from the night. I think.
Yes. Yeah. The title screen for this broadcast is from the red carpet. Yes.
But yeah, and also we shared the table with what was introduced to us as the owner of Bannerman's in Edinburgh. Lovely chap. Had a good chat with him. And then as the night unfolded and Jezzy Pearl won the award for International Singer, our table mate went up to collect that award and we're like, all right, you're also the bass player in Love Hate then. So that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, because I was a big Love Hate fan. I mean, I'm not still a big Love Hate fan. I've got many of their records and vinyl, so that was a nice moment. So that was pretty cool. Good to meet him. And yeah, I liked it. It was good. And yeah, and I know everyone knows that we won, which was also very nice, and pretty cool. Oh yeah, we got it.
There's our award. There's our award.
No, I mean this quite sincerely. I've never even touched that because not in a bad way, but you got it on stage, and then I said you need to keep it, and yeah, there you go. That's probably the first time I've ever seen that plaque. Yeah,
it's Rising Stars Blacklist.
Because I know how I feel about this, but did you ever expect us to win any awards?
Other than worst band in the world? Nah.
No.
I mean, yeah, like awards are cool, and I guess the recognition is nice. I personally, I've always cared more about what the people think who listen to the music, who are just sort of outside of industry. To me, that means a little bit more, I guess. But it's not to say that I disregard any awards or any recognition from industry. I guess it just means there could be a bit more opportunity for us later on, which is nice because it helps us further ourselves. So for that side of it, I really do appreciate it.
Yeah, no, I think obviously we want to thank Hard Rock Cow, and for naming us Rising Stars of 20. That was the award, right? I think that's what it's called. And like what matters to me most is if people connect with the music. But also, I think you made a good point about the fact that it helps on the CV. So the fact that we can now say Kerrang the Deal finalists, Sophie Lancaster Planet Rock, Sophie Lancaster stage winners at Bloodstock. Easy for me to say. Arcadia Best Metal Punk Band 2024, Hard Rock Hell Rising Stars 2025. It starts to create a bit of a narrative of
Nobel Peace Prize 2026.
Yeah.
The what prize?
Nobel Peace. Come on.
Oh, they're not. yeah. Stomach. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take that award. I think we've probably done perhaps more for world peace than anyone. Like Bill and Ted. Black Lakes will bring world peace through our music.
Absolutely, that's the plan.
But yeah, no. It, like you, I agree. I think it does help more from a CV point of view. As much as it's nice on, to be honest, I enjoyed playing the show probably more than the awards bit because that's a bit uncomfortable. Don't feel particularly. It's not an easy place to be on stage accepting an award, trying to say something sensible that doesn't sound cliche or contrived. It's a tough one.
I do appreciate the opportunity, not just for going there and accepting the award, but being able to play as well.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So the people who have no idea who we are and maybe voted for a different band in our category going, who the hell are these guys? At least we got to play for them,
Yeah,
absolutely. And I want to give, shout outs to everybody that was there for us. But I think, who was there? Gypsy and Tina, they were holding up a big Black Lakes flag, I think, in the crowd. And that was pretty special. When you look out in the crowd, there's tables, but then you've got people literally standing up, flying your flag at the table. That was a nice moment for me. That's a memory that's going to stick in my mind for a while. So thank you to both of them for that moment. It was pretty good. Although only slightly topped by, what was the band that played slightly before us?
Dampires.
Dampires. And found out they didn't live too far away from us, or certainly in the southwest of the country. Anyway, put it that way. Not so much South Wales. And was chatting to the singer, and he was like, thing is, you haven't been doing this as long as me. So he didn't mean that in a negative way. We're just having a chat. And he said, a young man like yourself. I'm like, how do you think I am? And he said, "Oh, you must be about what, 23, 24? So I'm going to take that all day."
Oh.
Especially
it was pretty dark in there, to be fair.
It was dark, he did have a white stick.
You just. Well, he had a white face paint on, to be fair, but not a white stick. But they're just jealous because of my
And a dog.
looks. In all seriousness, I think it's the beard. It throws people off. They've got no idea how old you are with a beard.
Yeah,
No
never shave.
Yeah, exactly. So, but I would have taken 33. You know what I mean? So I'll take 23 all day long.
Absolutely.
Was he like, "Oh, it's so nice of you to bring your grandfather to play drums for you"? And
Let me touch your face so I can see what you look like. Oh, you have a beard.
You must be 23.
You're only jealous because you can get it. Let's not get into the mic thing. But yeah, nice to have been named Hard Rock Hell Rising Stars of 2025. Pretty exciting.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And then,
sorry,
Dave Hill says, "That's not my face."
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we and then a busy week because obviously then we finished up the following. Well, it was 2 days later. We were in the Gifford, playing to a nearly sold out room, and lots of things went on at that gig.
That was a fun gig.
So if you're in the Blacklist tonight, tell us if you were at the Gifford, because I think a lot of people that are gig going Blacklist members may not be here tonight, not in a bad way, but there may be a number of you that weren't there, so may not have known what happened at the Gifford. I mean, it's not that big. I don't want to big this up too much.
Yeah.
But
I know that most of the Blacklist that were at that show are back that way this evening because it's the album launch for Second Cities, and I think that's happening at KK, so they are just down the road for that this evening.
So a big shout out to those guys because I know you'll be watching a little bit later on, and obviously good luck to Second Cities with their album launch. We know how that feels as well.
Mm.
And again, we need to get a new rule that you don't have to apologize for not being at a show. I think the new rule is if you're not in the band, you don't have to apologize for being not in the show. If you're in the band, I think it's reasonable to apologize for not being in the show if it can't be helped. But it's okay. We don't expect everyone to come to every single show. But yeah, we played our longest ever set. Will
we did.
What does it top out as in the end? An hour and
almost just under an hour and 25, all things considered, I think.
Yeah, and I'm not going to ask Lee how he felt about playing his longest ever set because we know he was much happier on the Wednesday night playing 20 minutes.
20 minutes was great.
It actually didn't feel that long, to be honest.
There you go, see?
But I played sets before where I thought this is fucking long.
Yeah,
But
it depends. I think the mood...
Yeah.
It helps, doesn't
it? Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, what were you saying now? I missed the operative word there. Well, you're saying the crowd helps, obviously.
Yeah, like when the crowd are like that engaged and like,
Yeah, it was a nice gig. It was a lovely gig. Although we love Brett and the Gifford and everyone involved, but also can I suggest you get a mop to that stage? Can we just take a minute to discuss the stickiness of that stage? Because it wasn't like that the last time we played all the time before. How sticky was that stage, Will?
It's like, at the beginning of Hurricane where I'm like, jump, jump, jump. I was like, oh, I can't jump off the stage.
No, I mean this with the greatest amount of respect, right? So you're playing and you've got a microphone in your hand and therefore your primary thing is your hands and your mouth, right? So for me on guitar, as with other people, and Dive on drums, I've got to play guitar, but I've also got to move my feet to press the pedals.
Yeah.
So I had to give my feet like a 2-hour warning that I'm going to change sound so I could actually get the thing off the floor, over to the pedal, to hit the thing to play another sound. It was sticky. It was sticky.
Uncoiling the cable, all the XLR cables at the jam on Sunday, they were all still so sticky. Like getting them back out of the box and rubbing them all, I was like,
Some of it had been spilt on there, whether it was like a Halloween gig with fake blood or something like that. Because it wasn't even like a woo sticky, was it? It was like sugar ice bag.
It was like walking into Kevin McAllister's house, Home Alone style sticky trap.
I mean, I don't want to. Again, I'm worried now. It's descending into pretentious rock star. Oh, the stage was so sticky. That's not what we mean. it was extraordinarily sticky. Like, it was difficult to perform sticky. Like, it was bad. I don't know what it was, but hopefully the next time we get there, something's happened where they've cleaned that stage up or put something over the top of it.
Yeah.
If you lay down, you'd never get back up.
I think that was fair. We've played on a few stages now. I mean, not loads. I mean, I'm not saying we're Deep Purple or anything. I mean, I'm sure they've played on a fair few sticky stages. It's not even close in the top 10 of stickiest stages ever. That is number one. And the next closest stage is, I don't know, 17th or something. It was sticky.
It was.
I had a question for you all as well. So, Dav, we played in the Gifford live for the second time ever. So, do you remember what the album launch date was, Will? Because I've got no idea, or even what year it was. Would it have been 22 or was it 23?
For what?
22, wouldn't it?
When the first time we played For All You Left Behind.
For All You Left Behind came out on the 22nd of February 2022, or the twos.
So when did we do the album launch for that record? Was it later?
We did it on the
remember.
22nd of February 2022, I think.
Did we play on the date itself? All right, okay.
I think so.
The date is not that important. But Dav, we played For All You Left Behind live for the second time in history because it was heavily requested. How did that feel for you?
I mean, it's nice that it was so requested, and it's nice to pull it out, and because it is a good song. I do like the song. I think my favourite part of the song is I really like the verses. I like the vocals throughout the whole song, and the bridge section is really cool as well. It is slow, but in a headline set, I guess it sort of makes sense. But it sort of threw me off a bit because we were so used to prepping for 20, 30, 40, 45 minute sets where it's just like, all right, we're playing in front of who knows, we just got to smash them with everything we got. And then pulling that one out, it's like, it's not a downer because obviously people wanted that song. But yeah, it was interesting. Will we play it again? I don't know, but yeah,
it definitely felt different, didn't it? It didn't feel like, it's like, oh, we normally do this. It was like, oh wow, we're playing For All You Left Behind. It was a nice moment. Lee, I know you're a big ballad fan, mate. You love the ballads. It's all of your favorite punk bands are all playing big ballads. So, did you cope? Did you survive? Did you get through it? Are you all right? Because it's a long song and it's quite slow. So that was 5 minutes where you're probably wishing you're somewhere else.
I think it's quite a powerful song, parts of it, especially like the sort of mid-late bits and things, recorded, but playing live.
I love the way he was like, "Hey, it's all good." On a CD,
on the record,
on CD, when I'm not fucking playing it, it's good.
Yeah. Yeah. And
again, I think you think that about all of our songs, don't you, Lee?
No. But then that's the good thing about Black Lakes, right? We've got a bit of a balance, so inevitably you're going to have fans that like the hard stuff, people that like the light stuff, people that like something in between. But yeah, it's fair to say that Lee is always advocating the ballads live. Let's play Ghost. Let's play Break the Silence. Let's slow it down. Let's play anything that is dragged out, long-winded, and a bit pretentious and quite emo. He loves it.
We only keep the divide in the set because Lee loves it.
One of the things I found interesting in Soundcheck, and I'm sure everyone knows, but Lee, obviously you're left-handed, so therefore your bass guitar is upside down, so it's still strung as a right-hander. So therefore you're effectively got your strap at the wrong end of the bass guitar to an extent, and Lee couldn't actually properly fret the main parts of the bass line live because the strap was blocking his arm. So we had to transpose it to a new position. So it just keeps fighting.
I didn't transpose it at the end. I just couldn't be bothered.
Oh, fair enough.
What did you put your arm just didn't play certain notes.
Yeah,
yeah, just.
You literally only play that bit for like a few times, though, don't you? So it's not like if it was the whole song, I probably would have put the effort in and transposed it. But as it's just a short part of the song, I was like,
I love that For All You've Left Behind as a song now, or For All We've Left Behind has now become the notes that Lee doesn't play live. Those are the things that have been left behind.
I've played the notes.
There's a C sharp there that'll just never be played again.
I've played the notes. It's just awkward.
Yeah, understandably. I assume they mean Dav, but it says Daft wanted to do a drum solo. And then another thing that Lee loves is a drum solo. So that's from, that's a good shout. Hell's Bell says, but you need to put baby wipes over your cables. Always good advice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they need cleaning, don't they? We'll have to do that when at practice. Just I'll bring some wipes or something.
Yeah.
Leighton says the whole floor was sticky. My sandals were sticking, so I don't think it was just the stage. There'd been clearly off-stage spillage as well as on-stage spillage. Sin City in Swansea has sticky floors. I'd probably gather that I would predict stickier floors in Sin City and Swansea. Been in there once, remember it well. Leighton says you definitely should be playing it again. Nice. Next album, each song is 30 seconds, says Dave Earle. Bar him, get him out. This is shocking.
Dave's on my side today, isn't he? I can tell.
He absolutely is, mate. I don't know what you guys spoke about before the broadcast, but you guys are definitely bonding. What about an acoustic spot in the set? Leighton hopes you're totally with me. I'm loving this. Yeah, that sounds amazing. In fact, Will, how often have I banged on about Black Lakes Unplugged at some point? Do I ever shut up about it, Will?
No, it comes up a lot.
It comes up a lot. So if you would
you
like...
can have that, Leighton, but I will not be there, my friend. I'll be watching it with you.
No, you won't. You'll be at the bar.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Don't lie, Lee.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, let us know. If you want a Black Lakes acoustic show, demand it now. Because they can ignore me, but they can't ignore you. So there you are. Make it so. What was I going to say? But yeah, Will, what was it like for you? Because obviously a lot of words, a lot of changes of words in that song. It doesn't always repeat itself. How was it? Was it challenging? Was it all right? Did you get through okay?
No, it was all right, actually. I mean, it's obviously difficult when you like drop a song into the set that you've only ever done once. And I don't tend to listen to our albums because that would be a bit weird. So I had to brush up on that song, has to be said. I did a little bit of swatting the week before, I think, just every time I was in the car, I was like, play forward left behind, play forward left behind, play forward left behind. To get back to grips with it. But no, when it came to doing it live, like it felt okay. It did feel slow because it is slow, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Just it just changes the sort of dynamics in the room a little bit. And when you're used to doing like, all right, now we're doing Hurricane, now we're doing Verity, now we're doing Avarice, and it's like up. And then to just drop it to that kind of tempo is a bit like, whoa, this is so different. It's almost uncomfortable. But
it's more exposing, certainly.
Yeah, absolutely. But no, it was fine. It went well. I'm happy with the quality of the performance.
Yeah, I think for me, it's very touching to have it demanded at such an extent. It was, we could have ignored it, but I don't think that's the kind of people we are. I think it's good to listen to your fans and to an extent do what the fans want. I mean, obviously we still have to please ourselves as well. But yeah, for me, that song means a lot to me, and I still have a very vivid memory in the studio. I think I'd gone for a wee, and I'd come back, which isn't very far away, by the way, in our studio. So I can still sort of hear things going on. I think you and Di were working on the melody for the middle eight, and I remember it came together really quickly, that section, and it just completely elevated the song. I mean, the song was already great, but that just really absolutely smashed it. I remember it well. It's one of my favourite memories from recording album one, when all of a sudden it's like, this is nice. It's funny, I was watching a video from James Hetfield the other day, and he was talking how Cliff Burton helped them get from that section, which is in standard tuning to be in B, and then when they start the actual main riff in Fade to Black, it goes to A minor, and musically James didn't know how to transition from B to A minor, and obviously Cliff was like, well, we can do this. And it's probably one of my favorite sections of that song is the whole rise up. So it's not quite the same thing, but I remember having my first moment of, wow, I'm with people that can really make amazing stuff, and it's almost like being a fan of your own band momentarily when those kind of things happen, and that's a really nice place to be when those sections start happening. So yeah, that's happened a number of times, a lot of times when we're making music. Certainly happened again recently with the new song. Not that I was trying to. Oh my god, I didn't even. I was gonna suggest you want to put a poll in, but it's too late. You already did. Yeah.
I did it. I like that at least one person voted no.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if it was Lee.
Oh, it was me. Dabs admitted it. Yes.
As soon as that no came, I went, "Oh, fair play." Someone's put, and then I was like, "That's Lee. Actually, that's Lee."
Amazing. But just to be clear, 87%. That's nearly 9 out of 10 people say yes, please, acoustic stuff. So nice. Yeah. Quite. Leighton's going full Boys to Men now. Start acoustically and then build into a full set. Stand off the bar stools and everything. It's only words. Nice. God, I can't believe it's 8:45 already. This hour is just zooming by. What was I going to say? We should also mention, and again, this is genuinely just to breed excitement for how close it is. We played a brand new song at the Gifford as well.
We did.
I should emphasize unfinished brand new song. It was just, it feels good. Let's stick it in there.
Yep.
Dav, how are you feeling about brand new unfinished song?
Brand new unfinished song is pretty good.
Yeah.
High praise indeed.
Yeah. Lee, how was it for you playing brand new song that you haven't played live before? I mean, barely played at all. I would have thought. I thought you did well. You've done your homework.
It was good. Yeah. Apart from I had to increase the number of pedals I had, which was downside.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good.
Just to be clear, you had to go from how many pedals? 3?
2
to 3.
to 3.
Yeah. It's upsetting for him. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure there's people out there who understand. It's also heavier in my bag. Which you guys don't seem to get when I take it out and don't bring it to practice. It's because the bag's lighter.
Are you trying to tell this to the drummer that's above you there? Because his gear is so light.
He wouldn't know. He doesn't carry it.
That's a fair point.
That is a fair point. Honestly, if at the next gig, if you are with us at any point, or any gig in the future, if you can get any footage of Di carrying any gear, we'll pay you. We'll pay you good money for photographic evidence of Di actually. It's like, all right, Di, hang on, I just got a phone call.
Yeah. All right, guys. Is anyone free to help carry all this stuff up the stairs? And Di just goes.
The thing is, it's like, where's he gone? No one knows. He's like the Scarlet Pimpernel.
Just disappeared. Batch form.
And then sound check appears, and it's like, oh, all right, yeah, you're all right, yeah. Oh, we set up your drums. Okay, cheers. No, not quite that extreme, but yeah, if you can get actual documented footage of him carrying anything other than his talent, we would appreciate it. Send it in info@blacklakes.com. Have I got that right? I'm just making that up.
Yep.
That's it.
Lee, you need a personal roadie. I think Leighton's volunteering there. There we go. Job done. Roadie for him. Become his bass tech.
3 pedals is heavy.
Yeah, absolutely, Gina. And I don't think this gets acknowledged enough. So my Instagram is absolutely rammed full of lazy singers that say, oh, look, the singer doesn't carry anything. Look, the singer doesn't do anything. And I send them to Will every time going, this is you. No, I don't. Will's a bit of an exception. He loves the hump. Loves it. Can't get enough of it. Carries everything everywhere. Rigs everything. Sets up the IEMs. Carries his microphone, which is very heavy microphone. But no, mate, honestly, like when it comes to loading, you are the absolute antithesis of singers. You're a trooper. And you compensate for Dav not picking up anything, not even a cold.
I wouldn't say I love the hump. I just say the hump needs to be done. And if there's humping going around, I'm getting involved. That's all there is. That's all there is to it.
You do definitely partake in the hump.
Yes.
Deb says, I've seen it, but it's not documented. So she's alleging that you've carried something. She's got no proof, therefore I'm not buying it.
You carrying stuff is on a similar par to Bigfoot now.
But watch out, I'll have Attenborough and his crew.
Do you know what really worries me? In a couple of weeks, for a completely different type of event, I'm playing drums and I need to borrow Di's kit. And I'm like, oh. I'm like, Di, can I borrow your kit? Yeah. It's like, does that mean I need to come to Oakdale and pack it myself and drive it there and set it up myself and bring it back? I was like, oh, you could come and drum tech for me. And he was like, no.
Tech for
me? No. I'm busy. I think there's something on Netflix that night. It's like, So yeah. So yeah, I'm going to have to figure out how to set up the drums. I'm sure I'll figure it out. But yeah.
It's easy. Just get Will to do it. It's easy.
Yeah, well, Will's not with me either. It's so I'll be on my tot. But yeah, we should talk more about the new song. Will, tell people about the new song without giving any of the new song away.
The new song is brand new. It's not even finished, but we wanted to put it into the set. When I printed out the set list, people were like, "Oh, you haven't put it on there," and I was like, "Yeah, that's because everyone will go straight to the set list to see if there's anything new in there." So, we tricked you by not putting the new song into the set list. We just dropped it in by surprise, which was quite fun actually. I thought not having it listed.
It was not, and again, just to be clear, there was no plans to play it at Canterbury either, because it was long enough and it was a chance to put it in there. So I don't want you to come to Canterbury feeling, oh, we're going to get the new song. Don't need to be disappointed.
It's not ready. It's not fully baked.
No, exactly. No, it's not in the slightest. And what I do find interesting though is we have a new piece of segue music, which isn't fragmented, but we thought it would be fragmented at the time. So that got fragmented on the set list, which is like a remix of some of the stuff that's in fragments. But we didn't play that either. But understandably, a lot of people think that the new song is called Fragmented. Whereas ironically enough, not only is it not called Fragmented, we didn't even play Fragmented. It was something else again.
Fragmented wasn't on the set list.
Was it not? I thought it was.
No. It says.
You played. Is that new song called Fragment?
Suborned, I think it says on the set list.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, that proves what I know, right?
But,
it's like an enigma.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know where they got it from, but that's fine. If they want to give it a name
Maybe
for now.
Maybe it's on the previous set list. It's like an enigma in a puzzle wrapped in a confusing thing.
In a confusing package.
So Leighton's saying title. We haven't really fully decided on the title yet. So hence why we're not naming it. It's that early. I mean, we haven't really fully finished the lyrics either, but I think the music's pretty solid. The music's there.
Haven't we got a working title? I can't remember it myself.
Nah.
I mean, to an extent, but yeah, what we don't want to do, because what happens is if you give it a title and then it ends up changing the name of the song on the album, people can get attached. I mean, even in the band, sometimes it's hard to not get attached to demos or ideas on demos. So it's, in a nice way, a very dangerous thing to formally go, this is what this song's called, this is how it goes, because it's still very early, so it may change yet and those kind of things. So when it's ready, it will be ready. But yeah, nice to play a new song after, a long time since we played a new song.
Yeah,
Which song was Knives that we called fucking Knives for ages?
There you go again, mate, talking about the device. You love the device so much.
Yeah. But we said we started finding each other for that, didn't we?
We did.
It took a long time to get the word knives out of our heads when talking about that song. So yeah, we ended up saying, right, every time you call that song Knives, you have to put a $5 in the jar.
Yeah, because we were trying to change the title.
Yeah.
And really ironically, yeah, it's true. I remember Bullet for my Valentine then about, I don't know, it felt like close. Maybe it was 6 months or more, I don't know. But they then dropped a song called Knives. I was like, oh, well, there we go. Clearly not good enough for us, but it's fine for Bullet. So
therapy
shows what we know. Yeah, there we go. Call it Live at Wolves. Makes sense. It can be called Wolves for now. That's fine. It was in Wolverhampton.
Yeah.
Wolves is the interim working title. God, we've managed to somehow fill 55 minutes with our usual inane nonsense, but we have a gig coming up.
We do.
And it's our last gig of 2025.
It is.
And what number show is it? Will, do you remember? You've been counting them, I think. So what number show is this?
Oh God! Believe it or not, this will be. Do not say 6, 7. It's not.
It's not as we mean to go on.
It'll be only our 72nd live show of all time.
Wow, that's still.
Can you believe that?
Bad. It's not going to be too long till we get to 100, which is going to be quite exciting. 100th live show should be hopefully something cool. There are, and again, I know a lot of some things have been announced for next year. Some things are not announced yet, but there's a good few gigs coming your way.
I was gonna say, it's our 72nd live show. It's our last show of the year, and with what we've got lined up, we will surpass 100 shows next year. So make of that what you will with that information.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, it doesn't take a maths genius to count, I guess. But I think it'd be way more than that, because you probably haven't put certain shows that are a bit more not totally solided in yet. So I think it'd be probably well over 100. Unless you have already counted possible shows as opposed to. But yeah,
there are a few possibles that I haven't put in, but there are a lot that I know are almost certainly happening that aren't currently on the list. So I know that we're going to surpass 100.
which is nice. So 100 with dead certers. And also, I don't want to go too far, but as you might imagine, we're already in, some shows are coming in for 27 already, which is just mental. So that's where we're starting to be, is 2-3 years out, which is quite exciting.
Yeah, it's
I
bonkers.
actually did some pre-research on Canterbury. Who's been to Canterbury before? Nor me. I don't think any of us, again, in the band have been, which is lovely. I've been enjoying this as Black Lakes, to get out in the country and see parts I've not seen yet. I've never been to Whitby. Never been. Oh no, I've been to Great Yarmouth once before, but I didn't see it in the day like the other day. Never been to Canterbury before. So very quick trivia for everybody, including on the Blacklist. Which British heavy metal band third album is famously called Canterbury? No Googling, no cheating.
I have no idea.
So a big famous British heavy metal band their third album is called Canterbury. Who do you reckon it is? Come on, Blacklist. I know we need to give you a little bit of time because of the delay. What do you think? What is the what famous British heavy metal band? I mean, not that famous. I would say more influential than famous. Very, very much made famous by another metal band that's incredibly famous. Probably one of the most famous metal bands.
Diamond Head.
Venom.
Good guesses. Dav, in one but. Diamond Head. Done.
Oh,
Diamond
there you
Head. Their third album is called Canterbury, which is apparently loved at the time for being slightly more progressive and less heavy metal. So I'm probably on board. Lee, not so much.
Same shit.
There you go.
There you go.
I'm waiting for people in the Blacklist to catch up, but, Di's done well there. He's done well there. By the way, how is your little Willie, Will? Mandy's asking.
My little Willie is doing well. Thank you.
I
very
did
much.
see your little Willie.
Thank
And
you
in
very
fact,
much for
Mandy,
asking.
this is a great segue, but you go first with your little Willie.
No, I was just going to say my little Willie is doing well. Thank you very much for asking. He's well looked after.
Do you have little Willie with you right now?
He's not in the room, no.
I see, so people can't see little Willie, but maybe on the next Blacklist as a Christmas special, will you show people little Willie? Don't get it now, don't spoil it, it's a Christmas gift.
Okay, yeah. Next Blacklist, tune in to see my little Willie.
Marvellous. Will definitely be bringing his little Willie to the screen for you all.
There we go.
As I understand it, little Willie is not really human related though, is he? He's more bear related.
Yes, yeah.
You're digging a hole, guys. You're digging a hole.
No, it's not good, mate.
He does know where he's going with this, does he, Di? That's the thing.
I do.
Do you?
Yeah, this is all planned. Because there's a famous bear that was written in Canterbury.
Fuck it out.
In your fucking face. Talk about that for a segue. Which famous bear was written in Canterbury?
Rupert.
Yogi.
Paddington.
Jesus Christ, you did it again. In one, Will. Rupert the bear. You're absolutely spot on, mate. I didn't think Rupert was that famous. I think everyone's going to struggle with this. And you were absolutely out the gate with that.
I mean, there's only a couple of famous bears, let's face it.
No, there's Winnie the Pooh. There's Yogi. There's
I love that Di went for Yogi as well.
Yeah.
From Canterbury, yeah.
My second guess was Bear Grylls.
Bear Grylls.
That's a good guess.
I read on a pub wall that James is the most famous bear around Chepstow area anyway. Can't tell you what he was famous for. Like,
Absolute gold. Again, on a slightly unrelated topic for a second, but it does make me laugh. The new Newport County manager, which I'm not going to go into who's a fan of who on this call, but his name is Christian Fuchs, which is spelled Fuch. That Ralph. So I've been sending a lot of messages to say about somebody gives 2 Fuchs down at the county, etc. So that's going to run and run. I mean, the headlines are going to be absolutely magnificent, aren't they?
Yeah.
County couldn't give Fuchs. I mean,
there'll be no headlines.
Anyway, we are going to run over, which I'm quite delighted about. But which major movie franchise was turned down from filming in Canterbury Cathedral? They said no.
Star Wars.
Have a think. Yes. Nope.
Harry Potter.
Debbie does Dallas.
Rupert the bear. Yeah. No. Dav, any more guesses?
In a cathedral. How big is this franchise?
I mean, massive.
Yeah. Dora.
The Avengers.
Again, I've got to be honest, Will. You're 2 for 2.
Oh, it was Harry Potter, yeah.
It was Harry Potter, yeah. It was famously they wanted to use Canterbury Cathedral for Hogwarts, and they were told no. Funny enough, some people have spotted in with 007 and James Bond. That is true. There is, I think, one of the James Bond movies is set in or near Canterbury. So there you are. So James Bond is also related, but not that. They weren't turned down from filming in the cathedral. So there we are. I even have sub-trivia for my trivia.
I love it.
Tell you what. Yeah, it's somehow been an hour already. Incredible.
Yeah.
I can't believe we're heading into our last show of the year.
I know.
And I really need to book the accommodation because I haven't done that yet. And I really need to crack on with that. Otherwise we might lose it and that'll suck.
Everyone sleep in the van. There's just enough room.
In a hearse. In the back of a hearse.
Yeah, why not? That guy could do it. We can do it together.
Di, last thoughts on the penultimate Blacklist of 2025, the November Blacklist following the Revenant Whitby Goth Festival, the award-winning Hard Rock Hell, the nearly sold-out show at the Gifford with new songs and 1 hour, 20-minute sets. What are you looking forward to in Canterbury, mate?
Well, it's my birthday the day after, so give me a...
So are you going to have a Ribena on the Friday to celebrate?
A Ribena and vodka, yeah.
Nice. So effectively, what we're saying is we're going to have to turn your birthday into the Friday.
Yeah, that's fine.
As soon as we finish playing, it's all birthday. And to be honest, by the time we finish playing, we're quickly going to be your birthday anyway. Probably won't even be back in the digs before the birthday. So
yeah.
I may even bring the poker set for some drinking poker for Di's birthday on the Friday night. Anything musically that you're looking forward to? I'm playing less than an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, the set's a bit long, but no, I'm looking forward to it.
Anything culturally that you're looking forward to in Canterbury, Lee? You're going to get in about, see the cathedral, have a word with the Archbishop?
No.
No? Anything you're looking forward to gig-wise? Or just being done for the year?
No, I reckon, I know the 2-point limit doesn't count for me, but because it's Di's birthday, no 2-point limit before the gig, I reckon.
Oh, that's controversial. That could make the gig go really well.
It's his birthday the next day.
I think no 2-point limit after the gig is fine, But again, it doesn't apply to you anyway. You've got international veto from that.
Yeah,
I have.
Because to be fair, if we tried to give you a 2-point veto before the gig, you wouldn't be in the band.
I don't think you'd play as well anyway. So
no, I agree.
It's also true. Yeah.
It's science. It is science. He does have to have a minimum amount of alcohol in him.
I am looking forward to it. Never been to Canterbury before. Probably see the bit of the cathedral in the darkness, probably like normal.
Go see the cathedral. Go. Oh yeah, it does look a bit like Hogwarts. Yeah, and then go play.
Yeah, that was good. Let's get in the van.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone is in or around the Canterbury area. I don't know how far we are from the cathedral. Generally, got no idea. I think technically we're called Wingham, aren't we? So we're not in Canterbury.
Oh yeah, it's Wingham. Yeah, it's about quarter of an hour, I think. Quarter of an hour from Canterbury.
Right, we might be able to see it in the distance and nothing more. Will, your thoughts heading into the last gig of the year, followed by the final Blacklist of the year?
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to the show. I'm slightly sad it's the last one of the year, but I will get over it looking at the lineup that we've got coming up for the year ahead. So there's always that. Plus, there is much to be done in the downtime between this show and our first show of the year at Winter's End at the end of January. So we've got plenty to crack on with anyway.
Just a tad. I mean, there's not enough time, to be honest, to do all the things that we need to do. Yeah, it's not going to be that long. Our first show of the year, as you know, is it the 31st of January, last day in January? Winter's End. Really looking forward to going back to Planet Rock. Love Porth Call anyway. Lots of good childhood memories. It's where I think Gina saw us for the first time. I remember that was a big turning point for us as a band, that gig. I mean, it wasn't going badly before then, but it really shifted gears for us, I think, at that show. Looking forward to getting back to that crowd. Obviously, main stage this time as well, so a very different affair in a good way. Maybe the light boxes will actually work for a change. Who knows?
Fuck off.
Maybe we'll actually get Di to buy some of the lights that we keep talking about for the new stage show. There's plenty of excitement to be had in Porth Call in January. But yeah, no, like you, a bit sad. It's last gig already. Although I've got to be honest, I am looking forward to a bit of a rest.
Yeah.
I am quite tired.
The Christmas R&R.
I'm tired. Think I'll go home now.
Exactly.
So and again, I know we're massively running over, but as everyone in the band knows, my favourite favourite element of being in this magnificence that is Black Lakes is writing the music and making the music with Will and Lee and Di and James. And we are about to, this is the best bit. Basically, this is the band equivalent of Christmas Eve for me at the moment. It's all ahead of us. All the demos, or there's a lot of good demos. There's so much great music. And there's very little I enjoy more than those going from where they are now to turning into something like Dark Before the Dawn or White Cliffs or, you know, Floor You've Left Behind and, you know, Verity and all these other songs. And yeah, I know we haven't finished too many of them yet, but it's been a hell of a start already. So yeah, whilst it's sad that the live show's coming to an end, it will be nice just to have a minute just to try and do some music.
Absolutely.
So that's going to be good. Yeah, and I'm looking forward to that a lot.
And with that,
I'm a bit talked out.
we should
I'm a bit
we
talked
should
out.
bring episode 6-7 to a close, and we will see you for 6-8. It's not the same. It's not the same. It just doesn't work.
It's slightly disappointing that it's not 69. Although I like the idea that episode 69 is going to take us into Porth Call. That's kind of
It is going to take us in, yeah. January. We'll all 69 together in January, guys. Don't worry about
maybe you should save. Maybe you should save Little Willie for episode 69. I don't know.
Right, guys. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. We will see you at the Anchor in Canterbury if you're there. If not, we will see you for the next Blacklist in December. Stay well. See you soon. Bye.
Stay warm.
Yeah.